1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Deschanel Gordon there on the piano. Yeah. Woo!
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Well, welcome everybody. That was the Wolverine Blues. What a good tune that is. So, as I said, we're playing the music from an album which was actually featured 3 sessions. So you're getting three lots of sessions in one album. So it was the Baby Dodds Trio. It was Jazz a la Creole, but Jazz a la Creole built up of 2 bands. So I'll tell you about the Baby Dodds Trio, which was, of course, the fantastic drummer Warren Baby Dodds. Drums, as I just said. On clarinet was a fantastic clarinetist from New Orleans, a man called Albert Nicholas. And on piano was a great pianist. He was really grooving around that time as well. It's a man called Don Yule. Anyway, so we're going to carry on now with a tune. So that was they were a trio, the Baby Dodds Trio. So there was no bass, no guitar, but we decided we'd play the whole thing this evening with everybody whilst they're here and make them work. And we're going to carry on with the blues. This is called Albert's Blues. So that was called Albert's Blues, which, guessing from the name, it was probably written on the day of the session by the great Albert Nicholas, the clarinetist. So something that's fantastic about this album is that it featured the drummer Baby Dodds. Now, Baby Dodds, if you don't know him, he played a very important role in jazz drumming, sort of pre-big band era. He was born himself in 1898. Let's go with that. Doesn't matter, you can check it out later. But he was the brother of a famous clarinetist, a man called Johnny Dodds. And over Baby Dodds' career, all these guys, they started playing so much when they were young, by the time they were 13, 14, they were doing lots and lots of gigs. And he started with Fate Maribel's band, which used to work on the riverboats, and Louis Armstrong was in that band as well. But unfortunately, none of that stuff was ever recorded, of course. But then he got himself up to Chicago. He was called up there, him and his brother, they were called up to go and play with King Oliver, which is a pretty good shout. And whilst in Chicago, of course, he recorded with Louis Armstrong and the Hot Sevens, those seminal recordings. But also on this album, what he did was he recorded some improvised drum solos. It's improvised drumming number 1 and improvised drumming number 2. And he shows 2 very clear exponents of what he's actually doing. And Willsby here, Will Cleasby, he's going to demonstrate drumming improvisation number 1, Will Cleasby. How about that, folks? That's Will Cleasby right there. So, nice one, Will. It's great, all that stuff, isn't it?
It's fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing. It's just...
I think it's a very quick way to build up your right, if you play your bass drum with your right foot, you build up your calf muscle pretty quick. I remember there was a drummer in the UK, well, he's still around, a man called Colin Bowden, who I was lucky enough to do a lot of gigs with. And he of course, took loads from that Baby Dodds style. But he had a massive calf, you know. There you go. There's a little tip, all you gym people. Play the drums. Try that. Anyway, so on this album, Baby Dodds, what a fantastic thing. You should just check out on YouTube. Go on YouTube, putting Baby Dodd's, what is it, drum, he sits and he describes all the different drum styles and he plays, and it's fantastic. Also, I'm just going to say, whilst you're watching this, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you press share. If you're watching on YouTube, phone your mum or something, tell her, and you can all tune in. Anyway, on this album, Jazz à la Creole. Now, Jazz à la Creole featured not a completely different lineup, but it had Albert Nicholas on clarinet, J.P. Johnson on piano, the bass player, Pops Foster, that we all love, and, of course, a very important man from New Orleans, a man called Danny Barker. Now, Danny Barker, he was born around 1909. Around 1909, it was in 1909. And he had an incredible career, played with so many people, but he sang loads of songs. He was a fantastic rhythm guitarist and played banjo. And I'm going to sing the first of one of these French tunes, Creole things for you. And this is one called Sally Dam. Not Annie Dam, as in my friend is probably what. One, two, three, four. Woo! Mademoiselle Josephine, et Christelle dans rue d'Enfine, et Christelle see about me. Can't see something. Oh, now was Sally Dam, was Sally Dam on bonjour. Sally Dam, le savoir to go, moi toto. Oh, Sally Dam, bonjour. Sally Dam, laissez-moi to go, moi toto. Ferg Ireland, from Mademoiselle Josephine. Et Christelle dans la rue d'Enfine. Et Christelle ici about me. Casser son petit champagne. Oh, Sally Dam, mon bonjour. Sally Dam, laissez-moi to go, moi toto. Oh, Sally Dam, oh, Sally Dam, mon bonjour. Sally Dam, laissez-moi to go, moi toto. folks, we're going to hand you back to Osei, who's going to tell you a few things that you need to know. Hope you're enjoying yourself this evening. We'll be back with you in a few moments' time. Les oignons to the bon marché. Voici la scie, voici les ça. Ma grand-mère tournait les deux. Les oignons to the grand marché. Voici la scie, voici la ça. Ma grand-mère tournait les deux. On a vous couché? Oui, madame. Au revoir, ma tea. Oh non, madame. Au bel cala tout chaud. Yeah, well, bel cala tout chaud. Well, a bel cala tout chaud. Oh, now, bel cala tout chaud. Oh, bel cala tout chaud. Oh, the bel cala tout chaud. Tell him, Dave. Yeah. Les oignons tout est bon marché. C'est le ci ou c'est le ça. Ma grand-mère tenait les deux. Les oignons tout est bon marché. C'est la ci ou c'est la ça. Ma grand-mère tenait les deux. On a vous couché. Au revoir, Mati. Au bel cala tout chaud. Oh, bel cala tout chaud. Oh, a bel cala tout chaud. Last time you know, oh, bel cala tout chaud. Oh, bel cala tout chaud. What the bel cala. Woo! That's a good tune, isn't it? Can I look in this camera? Is that all right? Yes. Fantastic. We hope you're all enjoying yourself at home. We're having a great time playing this music. So as I mentioned earlier, on this album, Baby Dodds did 2 improvised drum solos, and we're going to get Willsby. I call him Willsby, little tiny Willsby, that's what I call him. But Will Cleasby on the drums. he's going to play that second improvised solo. So on you, mate. Yeah, Will. Woo! How about that, folks? Will Cleasby on the drums. Yeah, man. Brilliant. That it's well. I've just got to say, you must after this session go and listen to the album because it's absolutely fantastic, and check out more of Baby Dodds if you haven't checked him out because he really is. He had an incredible career, played with so many people. Yeah, it was wonderful. Anyway, we're going back to another section of the album, which is so it's Jazz a la Creole, which they called with J.P. Johnson and Pops Foster and Albert Nicholas and Danny Barker, but actually there was a little bit more added from a session in New York, which actually featured, instead of a bass player, they had, playing bass on baritone sax, was a man called Haywood Henry, and also it had two drummers. It had John Williams and Freddie Moore, and Albert Nicholas, I think, is on some of it, but Danny Barker singing more of these great, fantastic tunes. And this is one called Corinne Died on the Battlefield. Nice cheery number. Well, Corinne died on the battlefield. Corinne came from the cotton fields. Corinne died on the battlefield. Corinne came from the cotton fields. Corinne died on the battlefield. Corinne went to the battlefields. Corinne died on the battlefield. Corinne's That's a great tune. That's called Corinne Died on the Battlefield. Well, just to let you know, we've got time for a couple more tunes. And this next one we're going to do is from that same recording. Just tell you a little bit more about Danny Barker. From New Orleans, he worked with absolutely everyone. He was the nephew of Paul and Louis Barberin, who were very, very well-known drummers, of course. He moved to New York. He worked with Cab Calloway. He worked with Sidney Bechet. He worked with Dexter Gordon, Charlie Parker, U.B. Blake. He worked with him. But he moved back to New Orleans in the 50s. I discovered that this morning from my mate Pete Lay, told me that. And when he got back there, he was very much into promoting the youth in New Orleans music. He was worried that the youth side of playing this traditional music wouldn't continue. And so at the church, there's a big church scene in New Orleans. And so he was at Fairview Baptist Church, and he started a band called the Fairview Brass Band. And that ran for ages, supporting so many players, people like Lucien Barberin, people like Wynton Marsalis. And then that band became the Dirty Dozen in the end. But yeah, what a fantastic man. And Danny Barker, he died in the 90s, But yeah, anyway, this is a great Mardi Gras tune all the way to New Orleans. This one's called Tutima. Is a big fine thing, well who not to swing I say. Tutima is a big fine thing, well who not to swing that thing. Tutima said shake a your thing, well who not to swing I say. Tutima said shake your thing, well who not to swing I say. Little girl you ever saw, done some things against the law. Well she took my power from my mom, well I'm gonna knock on the door. Whoa, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Well, who not to will swing, I say. Wait for me on a Mardi Gras day. Well, who not to swing, I say. Tutima, yes, sure is fine. Well, who not to swing, I say. Tutima, yes, sure is fine. Who not to swing, I say. Oh, Tutima said to drink some wine. Who not to swing, I say. Yeah, Tutima said drink some wine. Who not to swing, I say. Now Tutima went up the ramp, whoa, looking for some jack to ramp. Yeah, policeman can put her in jail. Well, I never want in jail. Whoa, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Well, who not to swing, I say. Yes, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Oh, 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 hey, 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 hey. Woo! Yeah, oh, oh, oh. Tutima is a big fine thing. That's it, swing, I say. Tutima is a big fine thing. That's it, swing, I say. Tutima said, shake a young thing. That's it, swing, I say. Whoa, Hootina said, juke that thing. Who not it, swing, I say. Mightiest girl you ever saw, whoa, done some things against the law. She took my Mara from my pa. Yeah, I'm gonna knock on that door. Whoa, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Well, who not it, swing, I say. Yes, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Who not it, swing, I say. Tutima, yeah, sure is fine. Who not it, swing, I say. Tutima, gonna drink some wine. Well, who not it, swing, I say. Well, I said, Tutima, went up the ramp. Yeah, looking for some jack to vamp. Policeman came to the riding jail. Well, I'm never gonna pay bail. Yeah, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Well, who not take the swing, I say. Yeah, swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, the big chief. Well, the yellow poker hunters, whoa, the pretty monogram hunters, and they don't bow down. They don't bow down on nobody's ground. Nobody's ground. How we love to hear them call us Indian rain. Well, here come the jeweler, yeah, White Eagle. Yeah, the pretty Eighth Ward hunters, whoa, yeah, the Wild West Shoshone hunters, they don't bow down. They don't bow down on nobody's ground. Nobody's ground. How you love to hear it call us Indian red. Well, here comes the spy boy. Yeah, the flag boy. Yeah, the crazy, crazy wild man. Yeah, he's the wild man of the lowland. He loves our queen. Yeah, of New Orleans. Oh, how we love to hear you call us Indian red. Tell him, Dave. On the guitar right there. Take it, Jasper. Yes, baby. Woo. Pop, pop, pop. One more time on the piano, there's Deschanel Gordon right there. Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love to hear it call us Indian red. Let's hear it again, folks. The one and only Ferg Ireland on a double bass right there. Tell us, Willsby. Will's got it. Yeah, yeah, Ferg. One and only Will Cleasby right there. Yeah, New Orleans. Oh, how we love the red. Yeah. Well, here comes the big chief. Well, here comes the big chief. Well, the yellow polka hunters whoop the pretty monogram hunters, and we don't bow down. We don't bow down on nobody's ground. Nobody's ground. Oh, how we love to hear you call us Indian Red. Yeah, well, it was good jewelry. Yeah, White Eagle. Yeah, now the pretty 8th Ward hunters. Yeah, Wild Western should be hunters. We don't bow down. Yeah, on nobody's ground. Yeah, oh, how we love to hear you call us Indian Red.